Jane with you for the June 2015 Fabulous Online Wine Club, where this month we're featuring Raidis Estate from Coonawarra. We are looking at their not white, not red, but orange Pinot Gris and their flagship wine, their Cabernet Sauvignon, which of course is what Coonawarra is famous for. I had the privilege of visiting Coonawarra last year and hanging out with Stephen and Emma Raidis, who run Raidis Estate, and gosh, they're a great couple, beautiful people, beautiful family. They do everything themselves. It's their own vineyards, they're hand-tended, hand-harvested, the wine is handmade, but they're not precious about it. These guys are fun, and everything they do, that whole sense of fun, comes through in all the wines that they produce. So let's get started. As you can see, this wine is definitely orange. And while there's been a bit in the press lately about new fandangled orange wines are in fact a very traditional, very old-fashioned winemaking technique. In this case, what's happened is the skins have been left in contact with the wine for the first 4 days of the fermentation. And that creates this beautiful colour, but it also creates an intensity and a complexity in the palate. When you smell the wine, it's got those beautiful pear and quince and jasmine aromas that Pinot Gris is, I guess, a little bit famous for. But then on the palate itself, and let's take a sip. It really gives you the fruit flavours and the floral, but then packs a bit of punch at the back of that palate. Makes it so food friendly. This is absolutely cracking with food. In fact, we're pretty much dictating that if you try this wine this month, that you need to serve it with a tarte flambée, which is the traditional bacon and onion pizza style tart from the Alsace region on the French-German border. A glass of this and a piece of that, and you'll practically be skiing or après-skiing French Alps style. Now, somewhere along the line over the last few years, Cabernet Sauvignon has gone a little bit out of fashion. Maybe there's just been a few too many, alternative varieties, wines with bushranger beards and a penchant for cold drip coffee. The hipster varieties, the really cool kids on the block, they've sort of stolen a little bit of the limelight from Cabernet Sauvignon. But when I tell you that this wine right here is full of dark chocolate, mint, blackcurrant flavours, I'm amazed that it's not on your table every night of the week. Not only is it giving you all of those gorgeous, beautiful Moorish flavours, but it is so well balanced. This wine is one of the most well balanced Cab Savs I've had the privilege of tasting for quite a long time. It's not too rich, it's not too astringent, all the flavours just float over your palate. In fact, I want to take another sip with you right now. Not only could I sit at the table here and drink it all winter afternoon, but it is going to go wonderfully with a lot of those winter stews that you're making at the moment, particularly beef or oxtail stews, ones with a lot of richness in it. The reason being that this wine is not too rich and it has enough sort of light astringency and body to cut through some of those rich flavours and still not be dominated by the food, still really hold its own. It is Raidis Estate's flagship wine, and one sip and you'll see why.